Texas, West Texas, Dallas, Houston, Central Texas. You are now tuned in to CTX Sports Saga, the #1 place for youth sports recaps, news, predictions, all that other good stuff dealing with all the youth. Cause you know the youth is the future. Exposure that kids need. Let's go.
Yo, what up, peoples? Hope everybody's having a great night. What's happening live from Las Vegas, Nevada? I want to make sure that all my stuff is working. I'm trying to get this thing shared out here on my phone too. Hope we're coming in loud and clear. Big ups to everybody that joined, man. If y'all are in here, y'all can hear me. Drop something in the chat for me, please. Let me see what we got going on. Hold on 1 second. Saga 1 is here, obviously. Saga 2 said he'll probably join here in a little while. Great weekend. All right, what's going on, Miss Rihanna? How are y'all? Eric, yes, sir. Great weekend for CTX. Great weekend for CTX here in the Saga, man. And we had a great time represented with some great teams, athletes doing real good out there. Man, it was a total experience this weekend, from the coaches bonding and getting up with each other to the kids getting out of the city and doing things and having fun out here. Even though we're all downtown Vegas, on the strip, you should say, a lot of people, lots and lots of people are finding kid things and kid events to get these kids actively involved in their downtime. RT and them, I heard RTYA, man, they had it best. This morning they woke up to a family style home cooked breakfast. Little things like that out here mean the world. So big ups to all the coaches, man. Everybody is getting together. Cheer competition, man. I can't express to y'all how that worked. Big ups to AAU again for making the cheer competition a hybrid. We had a lot of teams in a lot of areas that couldn't travel due to COVID restrictions, things like that. They let those guys go live in Skype cheer to be judged, and it worked out pretty good. But overall, whether they were here or not, CTX taking home pretty much every trophy there is out here. If there was 10 trophies, we bought home 8. There it is. I mean, maybe not. Maybe 7. If there's 10 trophies, we bought home 7. So big ups to Texas coming out here to Vegas on the West Coast, man, and getting it done. Vipers cheer, Grey Wolves cheer, Chiefs cheer. It was everything you can think of, man. The city came together out here. I did a great job. As for the football teams, Waco Modocs walked away with a national championship. RTYA banged out, lost, but ended up banging out an overtime loss that got them, definitely ranked, definitely noticed. Big ups to my boy Jordan, by the way, on that team, man. The kid showed out today. But then you got the 10U Waco Southern, same way, man, battled back to losing the championship game. And then for the 12U Waco Southern Panthers, who just absolutely came out here and showed out. I mean, just do what they've been doing. So extremely proud of those kids, proud of the adults that travel with them, the coaches that kept it all together. And again, give these kids an experience that they're going to probably remember for the rest of their life. So I'm extremely happy about it, man. I was proud to be on the sideline rocking the Saga. People kept asking me and saying, hey, man, everybody's talking about you. Who are you? What do you do? And, we made network connections. I had security guard today with me, but he went out there, made some networking connections with us, man. We got some teams that are looking forward to coming down to Texas. As we've talked internally, man, we really, really got to get our stuff together here in the city, because what I would hate for to do is we'd be out here traveling to Florida and traveling to Vegas and doing all this stuff and making connection with these teams and coaches, and they come down there and we put on a pretty bad showing because we can't get our stuff together internally. So I'm gonna leave that docket for another episode. But today, Today's docket, man, is about the kids, man. They did an amazing job out here. Coaches came together and just represented Central Texas well. As you've been seeing on the live streams with some of the coaches and us going live, things like that. Man, fellowship is crazy. It's crazy to me because we can, as soon as we step outside of that city, we won. Everybody rocking together. But when we back in that city, man, we seem to have our own tendencies. So I'm putting the pressure out right now for everybody that's that was involved with this weekend, whether you're in an organization, reach out to another coach or somebody in your organization. And we need to keep this same fellowship and stuff we got going on out of town, in town. That way we can grow better, stronger, and have a better bond for our kids in the city, man. So that's my rant. That's it. That's my rant. Let's see who we got up in here tonight. Who is in the chat? If you're in the chat, man, if you dropped a share, please try to share the stream if you can. Share it to all your groups, share it to your team pages, messengers, all that good stuff. Soccer 2 got a lot to get filled in on, man. He been out here. Joe, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all right now, Joe had a great day. Joe won the national championship. You know what I'm saying? Joe had what time we going out? See, I'm not doing that, Joe. Not doing that. Even though now is the best time, because let me tell y'all, man, I can't deal with this. Vegas won. Vegas won. We ain't doing this. I'm glad they won early instead of late. Vegas won, so I'm not fighting Vegas no more because Vegas won for sure. Again, man, I appreciate all the shares, the likes, things like that. If y'all are in here, please drop an emoji or a like or share on the chat so we can get this thing going. I don't know. What's this 5? So what is this? 5:50 here. It's what 7:50 back on the East Coast. Oh, we doing good time. Yeah. Central Texas, we doing good time, man. Hey, so first topic of the night, man. Let's go ahead and straight down the list. Modocs. I want to try to kind of recap on what the Modocs did, man. Me personally, the way the field was spread and everything, I really, really wish I could have got to go film one of those games. But Saga got up and Saga 2 got out, reached out to some parents and some people that were out there filming. The Modocs ended up streaming to their page, which we ended up sharing to our page. I really, really hope you guys got a chance to view all of those games, man. They've played some really good teams. I know they walked away with a 26-0 victory earlier today. Then they played California Empire Game 3. Man, they've been working. So, hey, those Flag kids came together, got right, and did everything they were supposed to do, man, and walked on the national championship. I think the other one they got was like 34-0. So they definitely didn't let off the gas. Castro, if you're on here, man, big ups to you and your peoples out there. I know a lot of y'all are probably watching the game and things going on right now, but just wanted to try to jump in here before we get too busy into that stuff. Zach said, "Open it." Are you outside in my room? You ain't in my room, bro. If you are, knock on the door. I'm in what room am I in? 1242. 1242 if you're on my side, dog. Yeah, 1242. All right, so either way, man, hey, great job for the Modocs. I ain't gonna try to veer off task too much. Big ups to the Modocs. I'm so glad those Flag kids came home and got right. They deserved it, man. They came out here and showed out. And again, I personally apologize that I couldn't get to you guys' fields. And these fields were about 30, 45 minutes away from the hotel in each direction, 30 minutes away from the hotel in each direction. There was absolutely no way I can get out here and get to every game. So I tried to get to the bunch of games. And even today, my security guard, you know what I'm saying, who's rocking with me, he realized, he said, man, there's no way in heck you can do this. Like, it's a tough schedule to put together and try to keep on tag, man, bouncing from field to field, especially out here, and paying for Uber each direction. I can't tell you how much money I spent on Ubers. But hey, what you doing it for, right? Like, you got here, I want to make sure that the parents that couldn't see our games got a chance to see them. So definitely, hey, it was all worth it in the end. So big ups to the Modocs. On the AU level, man, we're gonna go back to RTYA. RTYA, I mean, they did the thing, man. They fought. They lost a hard game on their second game of the day yesterday. Again, turned around, fought back again this morning. An amazing game this morning. to lose a nail biter in an overtime win, which I'll go ahead and say it because I know everybody's saying yes. The overtime game was a 0-0 game. They won with the score being 0-0. It sucked. It is something we ain't used to, but it is the tournament rules. They line the ball up on the 50. You get as many positive yards as you can. The other team will get a chance to do the same thing. If they don't score as many positive yards as you did, you win the game. If they score more positive yards than you did, you win the game. They don't have to score. So yeah, it was one of those kind of deals where it's just like, that's weird, new to us. We're used to lining it up on the 20. Each team gets a possession. If we go into that way, then we go to yards gained or something like that. So yeah, that's how it was in the All-Star game. We lost 66 1 yard. Yeah, it was like that, but this stage was way bigger, man. And it was, to me, the All-Star game was cool, but like this stage was bigger. And to come all the way out here to lose technically a 0-0 game, man, somebody's got to score. Somebody, that's my opinion on it. Somebody's got to score. You can walk away. You can lose 6-0. You can lose in that manner, but somebody's got to score. We can't. There's no such thing as a tie out here, and if there's not a tie, you can't have the same score on one side. Got to be 0-0. Yeah, Joe bet against the dang on Cowboys today and won too. I told you, Joe had a great day today, man. Joe got national championship and he bet against the Cowboys and won. On the books out here. Golly. God, good job for you, man. But yeah, back to RTYA. Hey, man, I can't start naming off players. 11, 34, 15, 99, Big Jordan, CJ. I'm trying to think, man, every one of their kids showed up and showed out. So, hey, hands down, man, there's nothing to be upset about. Yeah, you didn't get the final say in it. You didn't get the trophy and take it home. But at the end of the day, it was nothing that y'all came down here. Y'all didn't lay down. Y'all definitely banged and battled with everybody. So I watched those games. Again, I put them out there for the teams. If you haven't seen them, please go to the page and watch them. I'm not even that mad about the coaching calls. I think there was some really, really good coaching calls involved in there too. Every game's got calls that go different ways with the referees. RT made a great decision, I think, in that last game. As I was questioning it at first on the sideline, then it made complete sense to me what he was doing to kind of basically switch the field. But then they had 4 possessions in a row, man, with turnovers on both sides of the ball. And that hurt. You know what I mean? So we had a fumble, then we had an interception, then another fumble and another fumble back to back. And it was just like, man. So, hey, it happens, man. It's football. Those kids bang. They never gave up. It was very disappointing to see those kids kind of, walk away in shame. But they knew that they had fought a very hard-fought game. So what else can you really ask for out of 8 kids, man? Then we had Tenue, man. Waco Southern's Tenue came out here and game, same thing. First game was a nail biter. We thought for sure, hey, they're gonna go out here and do their thing, and they just didn't get into the groove fast enough. And then the next 2 games were, fire. They found their groove. They got outside. They found their playmakers. The skills guys were going back and forth. And then the last game, man, they had to go back to that team that beat them. And again, they just, truthfully, they just had more size on them. In my comparison of it, they had more size on them. Juice made multiple plays, and not just Juice. He had tons of players on that team that were making plays, man, and getting out there. It was just it wasn't enough to connect, to keep moving. So they lost a heartbreaking game in the championship as well, like 26 or 27-0. But again, they left it on the field, and that's all you can ask for these kids, man. Waco Southern Panthers 12U, on the other hand, exact opposite. They came out here, they beat every team bad. They executed on everything they did. They had a handful of errors, if you want to say that, which in my mind, they weren't errors. They were just bad plays. They moved to the next one and made even better plays. So excited to see what, we wanted to come out here and see what it was. I know a lot of the bigger teams backed out, but hey, that's not their fault. They play whoever was put in front of them, and they dominated everybody that was in front of They learned some things this weekend as well, too, which is a big plus. Kids always developing, growing, getting faster, better, stronger. But I'm going to tell you what, Las Vegas, Nevada, know who Central Texas is tonight. They know for a fact who Central Texas is and where we located and what's going on down there. Those guys were extremely impressed on what we're doing on the 12U and 10U level. Some of those guys just haven't developed, or they're maybe not teaching people that way. Our skills players, I think, outmatched almost every team skills players out there. Again, that Apex 10U team was a pretty good team. They could be beat where we are for sure, but definitely came down and put up a really good fight against us. So, hey, you got to give them props what props to do. They won. They beat who was in front of them. But, every other team out here, man, I think if we could have got a lot more Texas teams involved with this, it would have been a clean slide. Actually, I'm kind of glad we didn't, because then it would have been basically we could have played this at home. We could have played that tournament at home. Cheer competition. Now, I'm excited to talk about this, man. K Hall, what up, man? I saw you just jump in here. Hey, cheer competition. Coach Estelle said, Coach, I want to be like you when I get older. You win everything in life, coaching, gambling, friends, family. Hey, the cheer competition, man. Hey, if you want to consider Waco Southern dominating, the football aspect of it, hey, the Chiefs and the Gray Wolves and the Vipers, Central Texas pretty much dominated that entire cheer competition. It was absolutely amazing. My first cheer competition, I can't tell you how hype I was there. Me and K Hall was setting the tone. A lot of people obviously could tell it was my first time there, because I don't know how to act, but I'd be trying. But I think the Gray Wolves walked away with 6U walked away with first place. The Chiefs 6U walked away with second place. 8U Gray Wolves walked away with first place. 8U Gray Wolves also walked away with the grand championship. 10U Chiefs walked away with the first place. 14U Chiefs walked off with the second place. The 14U Vipers walked off with a first place in the non-stunts division. Those ladies definitely held it down. Big ups to those Vipers girls that came out there. I didn't even know y'all's cheers, but I was out there yelling. It is what it is. And then the 10U Chiefs walk off with the first place. I think I said that part, but they also walked off with another grand champion. And they absolutely deserved it. 10U Chiefs had an amazing routine that panned out perfect for them. They worked hard on it. I was there when they were warming up, when they were stretching, when they were going over a couple of rehearsals and things like that. They cleared out the registration room so that they could practice cheer on Friday night. As Christina just said, the girls got a 95 out of 100 on the score. Absolutely ripped and tore it up, man. The 6U Gray Wolves absolutely set the tone for Central Texas. Those girls were loud and proud from the moment we saw them Friday night. I put it on the Saga, up and down the hallways. I was extremely happy for the Gray Wolves cheer as well. Again, the 6U division for the Gray Wolves definitely set the tone. I think it was their 10U division, or maybe it was the 8U division. The 8U division came up here with 3 cheerleaders and set it off. Still took a first place in that. And mind you guys, we had some hybrid teams that were from Motor City, Detroit, who had full teams virtually and lost to 3 cheerleaders. I want y'all to understand the magnitude of when I say they turned up. Like, they had 3 cheerleaders that beat out squads of hybrid, virtual teams that had way more. K Hall says they scored a 98 out of 100. Again, reason why they did that thing, man. I'm so proud of those girls. I'm proud of all the girls that were there. The Vipers 14U, again, non-stunts, had a great routine. We all showed love. At the end of the day, everybody can rep their org, but one thing I was extremely, extremely proud of was us coming together as a team. Outside of this, I saw Chiefs cheering for Vipers. I saw Gray Wolves cheering for Chiefs, vice versa, everywhere around. I did have a little bit of issue and some issues because I did see some people in there that, kind of watching the show and not getting live for our girls, but that's neither here nor there, right? We're here to to represent our girls, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do. So big ups to all the cheer teams that were there. Anybody else that that came down to fly out to participate in this, I can't stress to you enough how happy I was to be out here and to get invited, and to for somebody else to lay the path for me to get involved in really what I've been kind of missing out on. Right, I get all the local stuff, but all the stuff that's going on in inside the communities. Big ups to all the cheer directors, cheer coaches that spend all that time putting these routines and practice and hard work. These are the things y'all don't see at the games. I'm just gonna say it right now. There's a lot of things y'all don't see at the games that you see cheerleaders on the sideline. There's like, oh yeah, the dance routines, all the uniform coordination, the bows, the makeup for kids. I just like, good Lord. But my first year competition, so it was hype. Big ups to K Hall for getting me through it, man, and definitely setting the tone. Like I said, we set the tone this weekend. I was extremely proud about that. Even the AAU cheer director kept asking us who we were and where we're from, blah, 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 even though they kind of knew who we were. So, hey, big ups to all the cheerleaders, man. That's that. I can't talk about how proud I am of Central Texas, man. I think that we need to continue to carry this into all sports. I expect this kind of participation and involvement around basketball as well. Track season coming up. Anything that you guys want to get out there and put it on there, please do. Saga 2 is trying to get on here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to make it on here tonight because I told myself I wasn't going to do a crazy long show because I'm going to go out and look at some stuff in Vegas. I'm going to look at the fountain. I'm going to try and talk to some people and make some what they call it, make some camaraderie shit. They went to the aquarium. Oh, by the way, RTYA, man, again, did, I think, a campus visit, and they also went to a UNLV basketball game. So big ups to Ramons for taking his kids out again, taking the opportunity to be out of town to get the kids involved in something at the next level. Everything I heard from the kids said they absolutely loved it. They were excited about it. So RTYA, great job, man. Definitely great job on putting those things out there. All right, man. So anybody got questions? What's going on in Vegas, man? Besides the fact that we took over, there's 4 trophies out there. We took home 2 of them. At the cheer thing, we took home pretty much every one of them except for 2. Antelope Valley Colts was in what division were they? Were they 14? Somebody put me in there. Anyways, had an amazing thing, man. They showed up, a hair late, had some things going on. The girls were a no stretching, no warm-ups. They just came out there, did their thing, ended up placing first in it when they didn't think they had done anything. They had music issues. They had, oh man, it was crazy. But those girls showed resilience. I want to bring them up on our show because I don't think people understand they did their without music cheer and probably had a 4 to 5 minute freeze/standstill where they got to stay in the same position and still stay motivated until their song got fixed. And you could just tell the fatigue and the frustration, and they were nervous in a room full of people that they ain't never seen because we all from Central Texas, and it was only a quarter of them, and not even a quarter of them in there for that. So those girls showed some resilience. I said that I was going to say it on the show. If any of those parents are in here, again, congratulations to your kids or your girls. They did a great job. They won 14U. So, hey, it is what it is. Those girls showed out. And again, I learned what cheer competition is about because that's one part of my life I've always skipped over. I ain't never really got involved with. So, any questions? Anybody in the chat, man? Want to know what happened down here? Got any questions on what's going on? What's to come tomorrow? Most people are flying back tomorrow, but I know they got an MLK parade. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong, anybody. I think it's an MLK parade down here. Is it MLK parade? Yes, something like that. MLK parade down here. So tomorrow we're going to film the parade and then get ready to get up out of here. But for everybody that's traveling back, either driving back late tonight or hitting the road in the morning, hey, please be safe. Make sure we can get all our kids. Make sure you get all of the kids back home safely. If you guys could say prayers for everybody that's in the air. I didn't run across many sick kids out here this time. Everybody's masking up, doing what they can to stay safe. So we're going to pray and keep our fingers twisted to everybody that's rolling home, making sure that our kids are taken care of, adults that came out here to participate. I encourage everybody to go ahead and get COVID tested if you can, just to clear yourself. Again, we were out here in a busy city, but I saw a lot of people staying healthy, staying protected, and doing what they had to do. So big ups to us for doing our part on staying safe. Again, for the kids that are traveling and people that are watching the show, please say a prayer for everybody. Travel safe. If you're driving and you get sleepy, please take the hour to pull over, get some Z's, and get back on the road when you feel a lot better, man. Because, again, we do not want to endanger these kids, and we definitely want to see everybody get back home, period. That's that. Hey, I told you I'm not going to keep y'all long here. Burke, I don't think got the chance to jump on, but we may do something a little later on. I may still come live tomorrow again. I got some more information as they're folding in. I got a lot of pictures. We have a lot of pictures. We got a lot of film. If you have something that you want shown on the saga, maybe you had a clip or something like that, email it to us or put us in the DM. I'm going to see if I can get with the media team. I'm going to try to see if I can get some clips over to them, and they make a highlight reel of Vegas for Central Texas. Again, coaches, if you have pictures of your trophies and your kids, please just one picture for group pictures per team or organization that was out here. If you got a couple individuals, the girls doing cartwheels and things like that, obviously clip those with them. For the fellas that are out here playing ball, if you got a couple good plays, I have a couple good plays that we charted out as well. Clip them to us. I'll send it to the media team and see if we can get something put together for this extravagant trip that we took. And again, Texas Takeover, that's what we called it. Heck, we had a lot of people in the AAU saying that as we were walking out, it was a Texas Takeover. You know what I mean? So a lot of people asking who we are, Texas Takeover, man. Gamble, congratulations, man. Again, job well done. I need to go back and clip that ice bath that he got. Gamble got an ice bath today. Wasn't on me, by the way. Wasn't on me. I'm just a cameraman. All right, guys. Hey, y'all be safe, man. If y'all need anything from me, again, message the saga. Hopefully one of the admins will see it. I'm going to go get some dinner. Again, go see some things at the Bellagio and try to cap my time here in Vegas so I can actually say I didn't work the whole time I was here. All right. If y'all got anything, give me a holler. Later.
East Texas, West Texas, Dallas, Houston, Central Texas. You are now tuned in to CTX Sports Saga, the #1 place for youth sports recaps, news, predictions, all that other good stuff dealing with all the youth. Because you know the youth is the future. Exposure that kids need. Let's go.